and that he learned that a relationship with the Lord would make his life go better. A relationship with the Lord didn't come for an anchor for him, though. But he understood what the Lord came to do. He says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he appointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recover of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, and to proclaim the favorable year of the Lord." In all those times that he was off the radar screen and traveling and wandering, we'd get word that one day he was in one state and the next day he was back over at the coast, and we didn't have a clue how he got there in that old jalopy. But I think he had a friend that helped him.
Yeah.
Celestino chose these passages in Matthew. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." I don't know how you define poor in spirit. We could probably get a couple of definitions from these guys over here, but I think Eddie had it figured out that it was poor in personal spirit. You give up on pride and arrogance, and you accept that message that the Lord said that he came to do, and you are poor in your spirit, but you are full of the Spirit of the Lord. He said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." That's not the kind of mourning that we are doing today. That's not the kind of sad mourning that we are here for and that you're experiencing. What he's saying here is that blessed are those who look out at the world and see the condition of the world and see the condition of the world in sin, and they mourn as a result of that. And they feel a desperate personal need to share that good news with the world. That's what he did. That's what he told everyone everywhere he went. You know, we're told that some would give him clothes. One time he received a new sleeping bag, and before he left, while they were looking out the window at him with his new sleeping bag, he was giving it away to someone else. Pretty amazing. He understood the weight of a sigh, and he understood the need of others that, at least in his perception, far outweighed his needs, because he knew he was going to get by. So he was willing to share with others everything that was shared with him. Now, if we could only figure out how to incorporate that into our life and maintain a semi-normal lifestyle, this world would be a far better place if all of us understood what made him tick in that regard. He just wanted to share. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." You know, in today's society, meek is often looked at as being weak. Eddie was anything but weak. I don't think Marines are weak. I think they have a toughness that is from within. And his was certainly supported by his faith in the Lord. He was just a servant. He wasn't weak. He was committed in his understanding. He had a drive that was what he was called to do, that the sacrifice of daughters, the sacrifices of relationships, That's not that he didn't love and care for them. He just didn't know how to stay. And we just have to deal with that. We don't get to be the judge. We just need to look at the results. And I think there are a lot of folks, not his family, but if we could go to a lot of places today and walk through those streets where folks would hold up a sleeping bag or a new flannel shirt or a pair of socks, he will never be forgotten. It's an amazing influence. All for the cause of the Lord. I don't know what they're going to say when I go away, but I'd like them to say that. I'd like to say he will never be forgotten because of his drive and concern for others, because of what the Lord has done in his life. It says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy." And other than the rope and the tree, I think probably mercy will be shown. I just think there's finally a place where folks don't want to escape anymore. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. I don't know how we would describe pure at heart, but I know a sacrificial heart that shows the love of the Lord to folks around him every day has got to be pure. Otherwise, why would you wouldn't do that? He wasn't doing it for fame or riches. He wasn't doing it for a very comfortable lifestyle.